When your ex breaks up with you, they're expecting drama, tears, bargaining, or anger. I mean, they're really expecting the worst. I mean, think about when you broke up with, what did you expect? But what if you surprise them and instead of reacting emotionally, you try and approach maybe along these lines instead? You listen to them, you hear them out, you validate their reasons for the breakup and why they want to, and then you say something along the lines of, well, hey there, it's Earl Green here from the Extract channel, and I know it's been a while since my last video, but there is a good reason for that. I wrote a new book on how high-value daters taught me how to get my ex back, and frankly, the info works incredibly well. In some cases, maybe a little too well. But if you'd like to know more about it, I'm going to tell you how to get a PDF version today at a discount rate for a temporary period of time. So stay tuned if you're interested in it. Okay, let's talk about what high value daters taught me years ago that changed my life forever and allowed me to get pretty much any ex back that I wanted. So what did I do differently? Well, what did they do different is probably a better question. What I discovered is it was all based around their mindset. And by the way, before I go any further, I want to point out most of these people were not born like this. Most learn this approach over time, similar to how I did myself. And I was a horrible dater. I'm actually going to do a video one day that tells you some of the horrible dating stories, so you understand how bad I truly was. It was awful. I probably made every mistake in the book, which is why I wrote this book, what led me on to learning all of everything that I did and why it made me want to study high value daters so badly in the first place. But anyway, back to their mindset. Okay, what did I learn? And what did I learn from only high value daters? Well, the first thing I learned is they view breakups not as defeats, but as opportunities. Opportunities for a few things, personal growth, making the relationship stronger, working out their issues, and passing the inevitable relationship test that typically happens to everybody in every relationship at some point. They even tell me that a lot of breakups are not even real. They're just tests. Tests to see how you handle losing them, whether you fall apart, if you're a stable person, and whether you're the one they want to get serious with. So that said, that brings me to a really good point. And are you ready for a little bit of great news here? Most test breakups occur because your ex believes you are the one, and they just want to make sure that you are the right one before they make a long-term commitment to you. I never knew that. Years ago, I just thought some of my girlfriends were really flaky, and because I didn't understand what was happening, I lost a few relationships because of it. Now, fortunately, I didn't eventually realize what was happening, thanks to a lot of what I learned here, and I'm now sharing what I learned with you. So when faced with a breakup, remember, high-value daters don't fall apart. Instead, they show their ex that they're capable of living, happily on their own. And this doesn't mean that they don't care about their ex by any stretch of the imagination. They're simply showing that their happiness in life doesn't depend on being with their partner, which ironically is how you pass the test. I mean, the less you need me, the more I want you. Weird, right? But welcome to human psychology. It's just the way it works. But with this perspective, everything changes. When you're not dependent upon the relationship, your ex gets to see you in a new light, as strong, independent, and valuable. And that's when and how the dynamic shifts to one where you're perceived as high value. Why does it work this way? Because people want mentally stable equals for partners. They want strong, confident people who won't fall apart if they leave them and turn into stalkers. And this is one way to find that out, right? So why does remaining home work so well? Because it shows your ex that you're not desperate. You're confident, self-assured, and mentally stable, sending all the right messages to them. They quickly realize there's no reason to break up after all. And typically this is something that happens, again, right before a couple makes a long-term commitment. Remember, everyone wants to feel like they're with someone who's their equal or better. By adopting this mindset, you're showing your ex that you're worthy of them and that you consider yourself an equal, exactly what they want to know. Now, on to tip number 2, the power of staying calm during the breakup itself and what you should say and the messages you should send. So how specifically do you pass the test? Well, let's talk about the single most important thing you can do during any breakup, and that's staying calm. Now, we've talked about this, but what exactly does this entail? Well, it sounds simple, but if you do this right, this is an incredibly powerful strategy. When your ex breaks up with you, they're expecting drama, tears, bargaining, or anger. I mean, they're really expecting the worst. I mean, think about when you broke up with, what did you expect? But what if you surprise them and instead of reacting emotionally, you try and approach maybe along these lines instead? You listen to them, you hear them out, you validate their reasons for the breakup and why they want to, and then you say something along the lines of, well, okay, I totally understand and I get why you feel that way. And I want you to know I've really enjoyed our time together. We had some really great times, right? Then you mention a few of your best times. And this is really important. And then you follow it up by saying something along the lines, I really hope we can remain friends because I've really come to value you and your friendship and I just enjoy your company and hanging out with you. So, after a little bit of time, let's reconnect. This response does two very important things. First, it shows that you do care about them beyond just a romantic relationship and that you don't really want to break up. Secondly, it demonstrates your emotional maturity and your independence. It shows them that you can be okay without them. This is huge and it sends all the right messages. If you can mention just a few of the happier times you spent together, it causes your ex to change gears immediately while they're in the breakup and they start remembering good times instead of whatever led to the breakup. So now they're sitting here saying, well, gosh, this is a lot easier than I thought it was. And gee, they're being really cool about it. And gosh, we really did have some good times, didn't we? This shift is important. So always have a few memories in mind just in case you get blindsided one day and keep it short. You don't have to go into great detail. Just keep it short. Now, I have seen this work firsthand. And in many cases, this call response combined with sharing some great memories together, make sure that ex immediately reconsider their decision, often while they are doing it. Why is this? Because your reaction doesn't fit their expectation. They suddenly see you as somebody who's strong, composed, self-sufficient, not falling apart, and there's a lot of fun, qualities that are universally attractive. Now, I get it, because sometimes it's going to be hard to do, right? A lot of times this might at first seem counterintuitive, letting your ex go, seeming to be okay with it. But this approach is the most effective one yet for getting an ex back who is giving you maybe a test breakup or, some sort of a unexpected breakup. It literally surprises people so much that it forces them often to reconsider what they're doing while they're doing it. You just sent them a message that you're a high value dater. And hey, while you enjoy their company and you're going to miss them, you're going to be okay without them too. Look in their eyes and probably see them thinking something along the lines of, do I really want to be free of you after all? Maybe not so much anymore. High value daters use this technique and others all the time to navigate dating better than us mere mortals. And now you can too. So getting your ex back, maybe not as hard as you thought. Okay, with that said, this is just one mindset they use. Want to know all of their secrets? What we've covered here is just literally the tip of the iceberg. There's so much more that I wrote a guide that people can use to turn breakups around many times while they are happening. And it's called the Reverse Your Breakup High Value Daters Guide to Getting Your Ex to Chase You. And in it, you'll discover even more strategies to not only get your ex back, but to become the person they and others can't resist. You'll learn how to identify when your breakup is just a test or if it's the real thing, and how to turn your breakup around when it's real, and a lot more. It even provides a step-by-step things you can say and do in a variety of breakup scenarios, so you're never caught by surprise. And if you think this might be, helpful for you and you want to get it at a discount rate, 1 week for the initial week that it's out, you could get 33% off. So it's just $9.95, which is not a bad deal. That's something I guarantee if you read and you take to heart will change your life for the better forever. Because I know it changed my life and it changed a lot of people's lives that I work with forever. So with that said, thank you for watching. I appreciate you so much. I really hope this has helped. I do these videos primarily to help people. I'm not selling this stuff for $1,000. I'm not. I'm charging just enough to kind of be able to afford to keep doing this. I really just want to help people, and I hope you'll continue watching. I hope you'll subscribe to the channel. If you would subscribe to the channel, that would be a huge help. But in any event, thanks for watching, and I will be coming back with more videos, probably about 2 weeks. So keep an eye out, and I will see you the next time.